Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 2026. This is The Law, live audio wrestling. I am Little Bradie Wedham, and I got the guys to put together their want list, their wish list. And it's not for Santa, no, it's for the year of 2026. What do they want to see in combat sports and pro wrestling? Well, the Notorious T.I.D, he's going to tell you. KJ is going to tell you. Steve Swift is going to tell you. Hell, I might even drop a little want list on our way out of here. Yes, you heard that right. What's a work is the hashtag. This is The Law, live audio wrestling, and I think it's about that time. What time? Yes, that time. Let's start the show.
Well, would you look at that? It's 2026. What's a word? What's a word? Combat sports, you bunch of jerks. What's a word? What's a word? It's all kayfabe, don't get your feelings hurt. So now it's New Year's fucking Eve. The boys are dicks with tricks up their sleeves. 2026, what will we say? Hopefully not another year along with time and scheme. What's a word? What's a word? Combat sports, you bunch of jerks. What's a word? What's a word? It's all kayfabe, don't get your feelings hurt. 'Cause it's New Year's fucking Eve. What's a word? 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 Combat sports, you bunch of jerks. What's a word? What's a word? It's all kayfabe, don't get your feelings hurt. 'Cause it's New Year's fucking Eve.
I'm Chris Tidwell from Tid Talks, also from What's a Work, that features such shows as the Weigh-In Brothers Combat Sports Show, the Bees of Boxing, and also, of course, The Law, live audio wrestling, the one that started it all. And these are my predictions for the year of 2026. Let's start with MMA, mixed martial arts. I think in the world of MMA, you're going to see a big one when Dana White is going to retire from the UFC and go to Zuffa Boxing full time. I think that taking the place of Dana White is going to be former UFC heavyweight and light heavyweight champion Daniel Cormier. I think that Daniel is a strong enough character to fill the role of Dana, and also is a lot more beloved person than Dana White can be. Whereas Dana can kind of come across sometimes as brash and confrontational, Daniel Cormier has always found a way to be the babyface in any kind of situation, making him a perfect spokesman for the UFC going forward, especially on a bigger platform. The company will be in good hands with Daniel. I think that boxing predictions now. I think Darren Till returns to Zuffa Boxing and becomes a champion and a bona fide TV star when Misfits Boxing finally shuts down for good. I think that influencer boxing is going to be refocused into something that you've never seen before, and hopefully we don't ever see again. I think that the IBF, IBO, IBA, IBS, IB Free, IB Jammin', and any other IB boxing governing body is no longer a governing body and either gets dissolved or merged with one of the governing bodies. You know, the WBC, the WBO, I don't even know anymore. And I think the biggest one from boxing, I hate to say it, Jake Paul retires from boxing and goes to the WWE to join his brother. Now, speaking of wrestling, let's talk wrestling predictions. I think that Jake and Logan Paul become tag champions in the WWE, only to lose those belts, break up, start a feud, which can only be settled in one way inside of one ring. And that's right, the Zuffa boxing ring. Finally get to see brother versus brother in a work shoot boxing match that could only make Brawl for All seem like a good idea. I also think that you're going to see Cody Rhodes turn heel, and I know a lot of people have been talking about this, but I think that this is finally going to happen. But I think it's going to be greeted with the same kind of reaction as when Hacksaw Jim Duggan tried to turn heel by becoming a Canadian. That's weird. And I think that Vince McMahon is finally going to return to pro wrestling only to pass away, leaving a void in the world history of professional wrestling, but making me $100 richer in my dead pool. Those are my predictions. Enjoy 2026, suckers.
What does KJ Johnson want for the year 2026? It's interesting. It's not a lot of things that I want, because there's not a lot of things that I particularly care about in current day wrestling. I am a notorious heel for the sport of professional wrestling in 2025. There are some things that I want. So if I may, one of the things that I want for WWE, for wrestling in general, and in the year of our Lord 2026, I would like Braun Breaker to first off win the World Heavyweight and WWE title. Both. I want him to win both and hold that until let's say a conservative. Let's go with a 2029. I would love to see that. I would like for Triple H to stop sucking himself off by putting him on television and putting him on the post show, talking about how great everything is all the damn time, and take a back seat like he's supposed to, like he claims that he wants to do, or actually be an on-screen heel authority figure and lean into it a little bit, because then there will at least be some entertaining television. What else do I want in 2026? I mean, I would love to see Dominic Mysterio reach the main event, because I think, should have put the foot on the gas at WrestleMania when he was riding high and just rode that wave of momentum. I feel like he's cooled off a little bit. Same with things like LA Knight. Same with Braun Breaker. Should have already had the gas on him already. But that has not happened. I would like to see, those stars that have been on the cusp of stardom, of superstardom, finally make it and see a good seismic shift of the main event division and see some new things. I think the women's division has, oddly enough, been killing it. And they should remain. They should remain on top. They should be given a little bit more love, as a matter of fact, and have some stories that take precedence. Maybe some more focus, some more feature. I think that would be nice to see in 2026. And most importantly, I think I would just like for 2026 wrestling to just be fun. I want fun. I want excitement. I want unpredictability in my programming. And this goes all across the board of pro wrestling. Sometimes I feel we get into a groove and we just ride that wave, and that's always good to do. That's always good to do sometimes, There's a time and a place for that. And I can certainly get behind long-term storytelling and long-term builds, but sometimes we just need that little injection of electricity. Electricity that I do believe is missing in wrestling today. So I'd love to see that in 2026. I'm not a difficult man to please. I just want to have some fun when I turn on the channel and think to myself, well, this is must see. This is can't miss. And if I get those things in 2026, then KJ Johnson will be a pretty happy man.
What I want from combat sports and boxing, mainly boxing, for next year, what I want is an end to influencer boxing. I am sick and tired of influencer crossover boxing. Oh, I'm a drunkard. I'll just walk across the pub car park and challenge Anthony Joshua. Not saying that's Jake Paul, but Jake Paul is influential in this influencer boxing, and I'm sick and tired of, I've done a bit of combat sports. I know I'll get in and I'll do that because it really devalues boxing. What we want, and what I want to see next year, early next year, is Jake Paul versus Logan Paul, because that will be an end to it. Then we can have the Zuffa boxing, and I'm sick and tired of all this. What will it be? What's going to happen? In February, we will get to know, because I think January will be a bit of a bust with what they're doing. I think they'll just introduce it, and it'll be a 2-hour introduction, all of that. They'll bring out some alumni, and I think that in February, we'll get to know that these are mid-card or mid-place boxers with some legends and with a reality TV show. Won't that be fun, folks? So, Zuffa will dominate next year, and that won't be because it's great, it will be because it's new. And everybody loves new things, don't they? At least we didn't get tag team boxing this year. So I was afraid that we would. As for bare knuckle fighting, we're going to get a belly full of that. We're going to get people whose faces look like mine, with a big skewed nose and all of that, because you're going to have lots of people beating on each other. I hope that we get to see legitimate, in inverted commas, I'm doing the air commas now, legitimate boxing, belts and sanctioning bodies and promoters and big fights and actually good boxing. Well, you can never really expect good boxing. You can just hope. And I'm always hopeful that boxing is going to get better. But I say that every year. Ta-ta.
Well, that's what the fellas want to see this year. What do I want to see? I want to see AEW take their storyline seriously and slow down on the bumps. And I don't mean like the regular suplexes and regular bumps that they're taking. Do the 60-minute Broadway matches, but don't let Darby Allin jump off the stadium roof onto a bed of spiked nails with Jon Moxley. I don't want to see that stuff. In terms of influencer boxing, I don't really want to see that either. That's kind of on my wish list. Let's cross that off. Unless you can just, like, get someone to beat up the Mr. Beast guy. I just want to see that guy get beat up. I don't know why. I just don't like his face. Okay, I'm taking this in a weird direction. My other wish list is I want to see Braun Breaker as the world champion. I do. I want to see Braun Breaker win the belt. I think it's about time. People are like, oh, he's still green. No, he's not. He's been there for a minute. He was born into the business. He's good. He's ready to go. And the other thing I want to see on my wish list is everyone stop whining and bitching at each other over not liking the same things. I'm not saying either side is right or wrong. You're justified in your arguments, probably on either side. But shut up. Seriously, take that route. Take the quotations high road. And just stop whining. Hey, guess what we should do? You know what we should do? We should start a hipster MySpace movement. Be like myspace.com/live audio wrestling. Let's bring it back. Come on, let's throw it back to ICQ. Uh-oh. AOL emails. You've got mail. And MySpace. Let's take it back. I'm sick of everybody whining on these other social medias. This is pro wrestling. This is combat sports. And guess what else this is? This is the law of live audio wrestling. This is also 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, always remember, Wu-Tang is for the children.